Maintenance man here at Mr. Dog Poop Studios. Today, we're talking about tube lights. These are fluorescent tube lights. They're Kineflow. Basically, these are the barn doors. They get hooked into a very large ballast through some pretty complicated cables, and that gives us two fluorescent lights. This is a very small fluorescent light. It needs a ballast and a power supply. This kit is for two of these. This giant kit with all these cables, these highly sophisticated mounting devices. This is a piece of aluminum wire that goes into the light, and then you mount it to something, and that's how you get it mounted in place. It also has these fancy egg crates. We've seen these before. This goes in here, and we have this little mini light, and it is dimmable. Nice little tube light. Carry this whole kit with you on set, and let me show you how much light you can get out of it. Look at that. Is that amazing? All that work, all that to get that much light. Yeah, it's 6 watts. So today we're talking about modern LED battery operated tube lights. This was $22, this was $32. We don't need any of this garbage. Let's see how they work. So these are modern tube lights, battery operated. I got them both on Amazon. This is a Pulos, and this is a Ulanzi VL119. And I think they all come from the same place. They're all from Shenzhen, China. Addresses look like they're close. I didn't geolocate them, but I'm pretty sure they're coming out of the same factory. So I know Nanlite has the Pavo tubes. Everybody has tubes. These are just cheap. Now, is this going to be as good as a Nanlite? Maybe. How to do it. So it looks like the cord is missing because we opened it previously. Oh, this is magnetic. Nice. So that actually can stick on something. Nice. So that has magnets in it, and it looks like 1/4-20 screw on both ends. The light can be powered on. All right, so it's RGB. It has a dimming function, I believe. Yeah, so it can dim down. So it has plus and minus, and you can change colors. So it has all these different colors, which is pretty cool for 22 bucks. And I believe these are 800 lux at 0.3 meters, 2,500 to 9,000 on the color temperature, and it's 10 watts of power. It's 95 CRI, working voltage 3.7 volts, charging output 5 volts. So it uses a USB-C plug. It comes with a USB-C cable, and actually, I think it's a pretty good amount of light. And then scan it. So pretty cool. Decent amount of light. All the colors are dimmable. You see it goes right down and right up. So that would be the biggest intensity at color. Yes, okay, so there are different effects. Don't know what they are, but probably if we read the directions, it has different color effects like lightning, ambulance. Now it doesn't have any indicator showing what it is, so it probably has instructions. And the instructions probably tell us what they are. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. Anyway, 22 bucks. If you're looking for some kind of effect. It's magnetic. It has 1/4-20 things in each end. You could actually screw these together and put several of them together, but then you're spending as much as a expensive light. So that's the Puluz on Amazon. I wanted to get a little bit bigger one, and I got the Ulanzi because they're a good name. Let's compare it. This is 2500 and 9000, same. 2600 milliamp hour battery, 60 minutes of endurance time. It's got RGB, brightness range 0 to 100, and it has 38 RGB, 38 yellow, and 38 white LEDs, and it weighs 2.02.3 grams. LED life is 2,000 hours. It is USB Type-C, 7.5 watts. That's basically it. So it has a USB to USB-C cable that plugs into it right there, and you charge it up. And it is a light. So now this one has a little screen on it, and it has something which looks like a power button. Well, it has a recycle and an M. Oh, it has a power switch. So I'll turn that on, that's better. Okay, so that has a nice little screen on it. So for an extra $10, we got a bigger light, and it has a screen, and it actually shows you this is a cop car. Now this one is not magnetic. It does have a 1/4-20 only in one end, so you would have to only have one mounting point. But that is a cop car, and if I can change the intensity of that. Right now it's at 100%, so I can go down to 0. So that's really nice because you can do the intensity on your effects. Okay, so here is just white light, and that is 5400 at 100%. And we can take that again, dim that down to 0, which is nice. And at 5400, which is, I can change it to RGB and actually change the hue of each light, which is nice. HSI, this is scene number 20. HSI fast, HSI slow. There was a blue flash, but it changed to green flash. Red flash. Emergency. Paparazzi. RGB strobe. Strobe. Fault bulb. That would be a light bulb that's glitching out. Party. TV. There was a candle. I guess that's got a flicker in it, does it? That's the TV. Fireworks. Lighting. Oh, I'm sorry. Lightning. Fire engine. Ambulance. And back to the cop car. You literally have to be a genius to operate this. You're pushing these little buttons and trying to guess what's going to come up on that. The only thing that is good is this on-off switch is nice, and you see how it has Ulanzi on there, and it comes up. So here's the regular white light, and we can change that light. You'll see it's at 5390. We can take that up to 9,000. So that's supposed to be 9,000. Whatever. That's supposed to be 9,000 at 100%, and we can take it back down to, let's take it down to around 3,200 and see if we're getting that yellow shift that we would expect. And there's 3,200 right there. So yeah, that looks like yellow light. 95 CRI. So if you need a little tube light, Not bad. Let's turn off the lights. Let me turn it up and see what kind of light it makes over here. So everything's off in here except for this light. And it is at 100% at 5K. It's 5,000 at 100%. So that's what you get for 32 bucks. It's not too bad. It can have a lot of uses. And if we go into some of the modes. So if you need a little tube light or a lightsaber, I think these do come a little bit longer. Not bad, 22 bucks, 32 bucks. Keep that in your lighting kit. We charged these up about a month ago and they're still charged. So that's nice. You get about an hour out of that. And you can always plug it in, just bring your USB cable. Probably plug it into a power bank or something if you wanted to run it longer, but an hour is usually enough to get a shot. I like it. This is obviously something we could stick in a corner, we could put someplace, put it overhead. I like the faulty bulb, that looks nice. Puts out a decent amount of light. I like it. It's not expensive. You don't have to go spend $200, $300 on a Pavo tube. You get a couple of these for 20 bucks a piece and you got some extra lighting.
Turn on the forward. This one.
Oh, that's the power button?
Yeah, it's a split.
Oh.
Old people these days, am I right, guys?
All right, so the video guy had to show me how to turn on the light. Well, if you can see those with my old eyes, then